Here tonight at Wells Fargo Center in Philadelphia. We jump it up, and the tip is won back by Villanova.
Now, one of the slowest teams in the country in terms of that pace. They will take their opportunities. Villanova, that's the dark blue on colorblind. And then number 2, Chase Ross, also, and Joplin.
There's Eric Dixon. Brickus feeding Dixon, guarded by Joplin. Here's Ruga Poplar's really come to life in the second half of the season. And Poplar kept the handle. Shot clock at 2. Poplar fades away. Comes up empty. Boachi the offensive rebound. Brickus lines it up and knocks it down.
Again, you got to put a body on someone. Get back to your fundamentals.
One of the worst defensive rebounding teams in.
There's going to be mismatches, but all you need to focus on is the body near you and turn and don't look, but turn and get a body.
Brickus. Out of the corner, Ross feeding the low post and Stevie Mitchell.
And now he's comfortable. There's a lot of space between him and Chase Ross, and you can get shots like that. I mean,
it's a remarkable 47 straight weeks that Marquette has been ranked in the top 25, the 5th longest streak in the country. Dixon, and the ball stripped by Gold. And Dixon with the recovery.
But to see him get it going early is so important for Villanova.
Dixon was contained against UConn. Wow, into the shot clock, Brickus. Chase Ross nearly threw it away. Joplin corrals. Joplin slipped and fell. And it's a goal. Oh, wow! Poplar from the weak side, but I think they're going to count the basket. They're really getting involved. Joplin putting it on the deck. And he uses the window. High pick from Boachi. And Jordan Longino has been shooting it well from 3. Navigating the paint. Nearly had it knocked away. Dumont, late dish. Perkins.
And that's such a beautiful stroke.
Transferring over from Penn. Brickus way downtown. Oh my! He hit that from Camden.
This era in basketball, we know how quick it changes and the turnover, unless you're Marquette. But everyone else in the like that, when they know they've left something kind of on the table a little bit.
I think the frustration. Brickus for Dixon. Good kick. Poplar a 3. Splash! And it's raining down 3s. To your question about the tortoise of the hair, Villanova content to use the shot clock, but they're scoring late in the shot clock as Dixon puts it in. Counted and a foul.
And then there's a 4th player now.
Earlier this week, just 3 for 13 from the field. Converts. All right, it was a high-energy shoot-around. Fun to watch. A tight group, to be sure. Ross high off the glass.
Of guys, you know.
Coming off double hip surgery. Think they're settling, Donnie, still?
You know, I think that's how they play, but it's fine when you're in a tighter game. You know, it's a closer game. Those shots are okay, but you have to be a little bit more deliberate and a little bit more aware when you're down big. An obvious statement. They're 9 of 11 from 3. You're not really beating anyone if that continues, but when no one's beating you if that continues. But for Marquette to get back, not just win, but get back into this game.
Longino to Boachi, walled up by Gold, and he fights his way through it. See if Cam Jones gets going. His first points of the night. Hitting a 3 on this end moments ago. Gold off the mark. Lowry the rebound and the putback.
Yeah, really nice work on the offensive glass. Now, when you pass it, it goes to a teammate that he can do something with it. He can shoot it. He can drive it. He can jab and shoot it. And that came from Cam Jones. This time of year, you haven't been playing. So, that's not a bad thing.
Parham! Strong take.
That was an offensive foul.
Be the best defensive possession for Marquette tonight. And there's Jones.
Really helped Cam Jones hide a little bit and become just a scorer. He's an all-around player this season.
Dumont, the freshman feeling it. With an offensive rebound.
Cam Jones wanted a foul there. I think he was expecting it.
Under 2 minutes to play in the half. Lowry lines up a three.
Opens up your mind a little bit, makes you play a little bit more free, especially when you dig into the big lead that they got themselves in.
Well, the proof is in that. 4 for their last 5. Dixon fouled on a three. Late close down, and it might be costly.
Their face almost blocked their vision to the hoop, which is legal as long as you don't touch them. But that hurts you because you fought to get back into this game.
84% free throw shooter. That was way up.
He sees a lot of different matchups. They throw a lot of stuff at him. So you can understand if he gets a little gassed at times.
Extra pass. Ross to Lowry. And he rolls it in.
And they're late to pick you up. It's happened a few times.
Rickus, he's hit a couple of deep ones tonight. Add that to the ledger. 6-second differential. Parham. Tough look. Poplar with time. He'll race up court with Rickus. Rickus! Tough take. Dixon unable to follow it. But it's a 13-point lead for Villanova at the half.
I think there's got to be more of that, too, for Marquette. You have some good guys who can get downhill. Continue to put the pressure on Villanova defensively and see how they guard you.
Joplin with room. Offensive rebound, the putback, and the foul! Chase Ross, a big play to open the second half.
EGBs, that energy-generating behavior Dr. Smart always talks about. That's one of them where...
They'll back it up. 6 to shoot. Poplar puts it on the deck with 2. Poplar, hop step, and he puts it in. Still among the league's elite. Dixon swings it back out. Brickus extra pass. Longino got it.
That's such a good play by Brickus. That showed some leadership right there. Just a very smart play.
Gold answers for Marquette. Mitchell back to Joplin, a 3, shorts.
Hurts again. You're on the road, it's a league game, but still, those are games that Nova should have won.
And yet, here they are with a double-digit lead on Marquette. Brickus is having himself a night.
Always what you're coaching for, but you have to also coach for retention.
And because it's a shooting motion, it's going to be 3 free throws.
Longino.
Longino and Dixon. And it's so weird to see Villanova only to have a small portion of the roster. Good players on the roster as late as May 27th.
But also trying to figure out what put his fingerprint on the game, and then
Villanova still shooting 50% from the floor. Dixon goes up.
And maybe a little bit slow in their communication.
Better than the first sometimes in practice, winning those competitive games they set up. Down the lane. Oh, boy, did he hit the deck hard. And he is in discomfort. He's going to try to join the play here. That was a hard fall. And adding insult to injury, it's Longino.
You got to try to continue to fight, but Villanova's got to go, and sometimes you have to understand that and not get too down on yourself.
Dixon goes up to the left. I think that's where Marquette actually, to your point earlier this morning, letting in that 3-game slide, it did not build from there. That's what happens when you have a veteran team. Cam Jones had to call his name a lot here tonight. Lowry, second chance.
There's a lot of hats for this Marquette team, Cam Jones.
Joplin. And there's a follow dunk for Owens, the freshman.
Oh man, great. No banana bread for you.
Lowry hits the 3.
Up and jumping and telling guys to get back. He is active over there. That's why he's so skinny.
His Is there a late rally for these Golden Eagles? Ross knocks down a three. Back-to-back trays for Marquette.
But, you know, when you lose games like Villanova has, you learn. You know, when you win, we go get ice cream, everyone's celebrating. We don't talk much about anything other than the W. When Cam Jones as many as possible and keep it in his hands, Villanova has to do the same with Eric Dixon.
Dixon elevating to grab the inbound with 7 to shoot. Dixon gets by Hamilton, swings it to Duma. Got it for three! A big one for the freshman. Lowry with 14, make it 17 on the night. He's perfect from deep. Xavier in 5th. I was surprised to see this. Since the start of conference play, they lead the Big East in offensive production. Dixon. You explain what we just heard.
I guess a lot of the refs talk a lot of trash to me sitting over here, which I don't think is fair. I know I talked a lot of trash to them when I played.
Yeah, you instigated it.
I mean,
it's Dixon again.
The Gaffney guy out there. I can talk trash about.
His minutes kind of dwindled the last few games for Villanova, but he's another guy they're going to need it.
From Brickus, one play early in the first half. I mean, he can help you.
Lowry's had.
And now the defense can't dial in like I think Marquette was expecting to do. I don't think they just don't scout a freshman that plays about 7 minutes a game. It just doesn't happen. You got to pay attention down the stretch. Villanova's in the same boat.
Marquette, of course, a couple of years ago, regular season and tournament champions.
There's no coach speak with them. It's just
another game against a struggling UConn team.
You don't assume that you're coming out of there with a win because your record's better. Not in this conference.
We're led by as many as 23 here tonight. The largest deficit of any kind that Marquette's faced. Lowry continues to pour it in. Only averaged about 4 points per game coming. Whoa, Brickus. Don't do it to him. Not this late.
Jameer Brickus was just on a different level.
What a stud he is going to be for Marquette. It's one of those nights where things click from the get-go for Villanova. Hamilton, nice move against Boachi. Couldn't finish it off, and Dixon pulls down a late rebound in the final minute.
Fans are going to look back and say, oh, if we could have beaten UConn, if we could have beaten, but you just have to go forward from here and use this as an example the rest of the way if you're Villanova.
Hustle play, even with the game, encapsulates the night for Villanova. A statement upset over number 16 Marquette. Villanova snaps an 8-game losing streak head-to-head against the Golden Eagles.